Hey, hey, hey. Now, if you guys weren't here this morning, you're probably like, what? What is going on? Why do we see Tyler's basement for once? Well, welcome to the second Work With Me stream of the day. We'll give you guys a really quick recap. Generally, when I stream, you may be used to me streaming late at night, and we do some like live hacking here. I'll try to look at you guys, although it's really dark. We usually do some live hacking and things along that sort. But today is my very first day of being fully self-employed. I am building 2 businesses from the ground up right here in my basement and on stream, showing you the entire process that I can in real time. The first one is hacksmarter.org. These are realistic courses and hands-on labs that you can actually afford, backed by a free community. So if you want to check that out, make sure you go to hacksmarter.org. The second business is a pen testing business called KairosSec. You go to kairos-sec.com. I'll drop both links in chat real quick. Hacksmarter.org and KairosSec.com. But I am building both of these businesses really from the ground up. Both of them are already live and active. HackSmarter has some amazing content already on there, very affordable. And KairosSec, we already have some engagements lined up. I'll give you guys a quick recap of the day so far. So this morning, what did I work on this morning? Oh, I was scoping out some pen tests. So actually have some potential clients. We have our first pen test. We're kicking off mid-October, but I have some good news to share with all of you from this morning. I sent out a proposal for a pen test, about a $13,000 pen test. Pretty sure the client's going to accept that. I had a project planning call at noon, which is why I had to end the earlier live stream. I had to jump into that meeting. That call went really well. Of course, in business, you don't want to count anything until everything's actually signed, but that one's looking like anywhere from $30,000 to $50,000 pen tests coming up in 2026. So already in day number 1 of being in business for myself, if those 2 deals pan out, I have legit exceeded my goals. Like for all of 2026, I have exceeded my goals on day 1. Now it is business. You never know what things will actually pan out. I had really good conversations with them. And then just when I was on my lunch break, I saw my email before jumping on stream. I had another contact reach out to me that want to use us as like their official pen test vendor for all of their clients. So probably have a significantly more work that we can take on through that. So KairosSec is hitting the ground running on day number 1. Now, for these Work With Me streams, as you can see, my screen is blurred out. That's because I am doing real work. I'm doing client work, and I obviously can't share my screen and have you guys see everything. So the reason I can do these Work With Me streams is because I figured out how to blur out my screen in OBS. But I'll be doing these almost every single day, at least every day that I am working. The only time I'll likely jump off is when I have meetings. So I had a meeting over the lunch hour today and had to jump off. The other cool thing, guys, is I finished up that project planning call like at 12:30, and then I just took like an hour and a half lunch because I work for myself now. The reason for that, though, is my kids get out of school early on Wednesdays. And my son had an appointment, so my wife took my son to his appointment, but my daughter's home, and we hung out in the backyard for a while, and we played some softball together. So did that before jumping on here. Also, my daughter is here. It's just me and her. She is upstairs right now. She's usually pretty self-sufficient, but there's a chance she might need something. She might come down and I told her to interrupt me at any time. So you guys won't see her on camera, but if you hear a little kid talking, it's not a ghost. She may need something. But okay, I will do very quick Q&A, and then we're going to dive. I have a bunch more projects, guys, to knock out for the afternoon. I'll be live streaming for, probably the next 3 hours or so. Call it quitting time at about 5 o'clock my time. It's about 2 o'clock right now. I also got got some energy drinks. If you guys are here this morning, my window cracked. I was telling you guys about that. My car window, my buddy who manages chip repair spot came and repaired it for free, and apparently his neighbor works at Pepsi, and they had a bunch of like expired Celsius energy drinks, only expired by a month, and he gave me like freaking seven huge like crates of these energy drinks. So we're gonna try that energy drink out as well. Matter of fact, I can't do the Daniel Lowry pour, like I think that's trademarked by him, so I won't do the pour, but you can hear it open like he does. There you go. And now if I was Daniel Lowry, I would then pour that into a cup. Pretty good. What flavor is this? This is not sponsored by Celsius, but if they want to sponsor a live stream, they can reach out. Sparkling Blue Raz Edition. Bet tastes pretty good. Okay, I am just going to glance through chat. Make sure I am not missing anything. You're having too much fun with the live stream whenever you want. I mean, this is what I said, guys. I told you once I had the ability, like once I was no longer restricted on when I can and cannot live stream, I would live stream like the entire day, and I stick to my promises. I enjoy it. I enjoy having other people to work alongside of. I am the only, and Jerry, but like we're the only employees of this organization. But in many ways, all of you are part of the team. So you get to sit here, hang out with me as we build this company from scratch. Looking for scrolling through. What up, Crypto King? Good to see you, my friend. All right, scrolling. Just knocked out a client meeting. Great job, DeBlues. Oh, and Sweeman just finished my fishing course. Congratulations. That is awesome. Also, guys, drop in chat what you're going to be working on for this afternoon, whether it's your job or you're studying. Let us know. Send some positive vibes back and forth and knock out some of these goals or knock out some of this work that we have on our plate. Oh, man, just failed the PJBT exam. I'm so sorry to hear that. I think you get 2 attempts, so good luck. You'll get it the second one, but that sucks, dude. I'm sorry. I have questions that I am not allowed to ask, so I don't even know how to learn what I need to learn. That's why I am here. Love it. Well, usually at night is when I do my teaching. Oh, we got someone joining from Russia. That's amazing. Wow, thank you. Thank you for joining all the way from Russia. So cool. Yeah, so Fairy said, how did I get the Kairos name? In Koine Greek or Biblical Greek. So I have a master's of divinity. I spent 10 years as a pastor. I won't go into that story right now. But in Biblical Greek, there's 2 words for time. There's chronos, which is like chronological time on a clock. And there's kairos, which is at just the right moment or the opportune moment. So kairosec, the whole focus is doing security and pen testing at just the right moment for clients. Hey, Tyler, for the partner tier, you said you're going to help with the job search. Well, sort of. Basically, for the partner tier, as Kairosec grows, what I might be able to do for the partners, they're going to be the first ones I reach out to. But if I have, let's say you're interested in web app pen testing, if I have a web app pen test coming up, then I could potentially bring you on it as a contractor so that on your resume, you then have legit pen testing experience. Oh, awesome, Mr. Robot. Thank you for being here. Slosek said, I want to establish a web app pen testing service in my company. How can I list down microservices for our customers? Any ideas? I mean, I don't know if you have to list down microservices. Just mention web app pen testing. You can check out Kairosec on how we do it. Do you have any advice on building confidence when going through exit calls? I'm always worried about clients arguing with me. Oh, like we call them debriefs? Stream. Like legit live streaming. I hack stuff all the time on stream and teach. That's helped me a lot with debrief calls. The other cool thing, I've had this happen quite a few times now, where I jump onto a call with the client and like, whoa, they're like, hey, I usually watch you on YouTube. It's cool talking to you in person. So because of YouTube and live streaming, I've already built some rapport up with a lot of clients, which makes it a little bit easier for me. Did you build the websites yourself? I built the Kairosec one myself, yeah. Hack Smarter was built by my friends over at CoreStack. Kairosec is like self-hosted by me in DigitalOcean. All right, I'm scrolling through. Just watching for alerts. I'm waiting for tickets to get sent back my way. Nice. Tell me your client's IPs and I can send you some alerts. I'm interested in finding freelance work to build my resume. How would one find clients for such a thing? If you're talking about freelance pen testing work, it's all by relationship. Like that's the only way, and having some type of portfolio. Like I have some companies I'm doing contract work for potentially. It depends how busy I am on my own stuff, but it really just comes down to relationships. Networking, unfortunately. Harder or easier said than done. Kenny, I'll eventually get to it, dude. I got a lot of things taking priority. How did you get into pen testing after being a pastor for so long? It's a little bit misleading. I was a pastor for 10 years, but I also did IT that entire time. As a pastor, I made like no money, so I always had side gigs. And so I basically did random like IT sysadmin work for various companies in the area. Not even like on a formal LLC, but just like, hey, you guys need help. I'll come knock out some projects or work for you. And so I've always kind of done that on the side. So it's a little bit misleading when I say I went from a passer to a pen tester. I was already pretty technical when I switched over full time into IT stuff. Hey, Fairy, thank you for the super chat. Love the video. Saw you first time on AOC 24. I am buying hands-on fishing before the stream ends. I love it. Thank you so much for your generosity. Hey, Nick, yeah, medium went really well. I think we'll land that client. Okay, well, guys, it is time to knock out some goals. So if you are new to this form of stream, we are going to be working in what's called the Pomodoro method. I'm going to start that 45-minute timer up in the top left corner. And then we'll focus for 45 minutes. I'll chat a little bit in chat, but I'm not going to talk on the mic. I'm going to focus for those 45 minutes. Then we have 5-minute breaks after each 45-minute chunk. During those 5-minute breaks, that's when I'll chat, take questions, all that stuff. But you are all welcome to continue chatting amongst yourselves. Use this as like a live chat room as we knock out some goals. Check my portfolio. If yes, then I can drop. Probably not now. I got a bunch of stuff on my plate. I have not taken the EJPT. How have you and the family been? Though I know you've got a lot going on in your mind, care about you as a person and friend. Hey, thank you so much. Me and the family are doing really well. It feels amazing, dude, to be able to focus full time now on Hack Smarter and Kairosec. Trying to balance all of this alongside of a full-time pen testing job was way too much. I mean, I was able to take an extra long lunch today to hang out with my daughter in the backyard. We were playing softball right before I jumped on stream. So just a lot more freedom, a lot more flexibility. Even just told my wife today, I was like, yo, you could cut my salary in half from what I was making at Rhino. I will literally take half of the money I was making if I can do what I'm doing right now. And that's being engaged with the community and build stuff in real time. I absolutely love this. So thank you for asking the question. I'm thinking of buying you a D course. I need some machines, but the exam environment. What exam? I don't know what exam environment you're talking about. Are you talking about the PJPT? What do you use for note taking during engagement? Mindful Notion is cloud-based. Obsidian. Obsidian's a good local version of Notion, essentially. All right, last question. What conferences will I be attending? You got more free time now than you did before. Well, that doesn't. I don't have more free time. Anyone who has started a business will tell you, if you want more free time, you don't get it by starting a business. You have more flexibility. You don't have more free time. And I'm starting 2 businesses. Like, I could probably do Hack Smarter full-time or Kairosec full-time. I'm building them both in real time. Second, the reason I don't attend conferences very much isn't because I don't have the time to do it. The reason I don't attend conferences is I much prefer to be home with my kids. I don't like traveling particularly because I don't like not hanging out with my kids. So the only conferences I attend each year are DEF CON, Wild West Hacking Fest, and Simply CyberCon. I will not be at any other conferences, even if they're like, hey, you can keynote and we'll pay you $20,000. I will say, nope, not going. I prefer my kids. But okay. Oh, thank you, Fairy. Dude, thank you so much for buying the course and for your support. I really appreciate it. Oh, what's going on? You have 2 unread announcements from the school. All right, bet. What is the school saying? Wants me to sign in? I'm not signing in. Whatever. All right, guys, let's go ahead and kick off this live stream. I'll get the music turned up. I'll stop talking, and we'll knock out some goals together. Well, congratulations. You guys made it through a 45-minute work. Actually, I forgot to start the timer, so more of a 50-minute work session. This is a time where we hang out and chat. I might take a short break, though, before we start the next one. Go and see how my daughter's doing. Walk around a little bit. But hey, how's everybody doing? Did you guys... Oh, I should start the 5-minute timer. I suck at starting this timer thing. How did everybody do? Did you knock out any amazing goals? Oh, I got that machine ready for release. So every Thursday, it's the current schedule, we're dropping new challenge machines over on Hack Smarter. And this machine is ready to go. It's not live yet. It'll be live tomorrow. But I spent most of my work session getting this machine ready to go. I'll show you what it looks like. So here is the machine that's going to release tomorrow. It's a medium-rated Linux challenge machine called Talisman. It's really cool. I've never seen a machine quite like this, but it's also very real world, but super unique attack path. So here's the objective. You've been assigned a pen test on a critical Linux server in the client's environment. The scope is strictly limited to the single Linux server environment designated as the target. The primary objective is to gain root-level access to the system to demonstrate maximum impact and the full extent of the security compromise to the client. A set of leaked credentials recently recovered from a third-party data breach have been provided. While the specific service or application these credentials belong to is unknown, they serve as the initial vector for establishing a foothold. And you get some leaked credentials. You need to get the user flag and the root flag, but it's a really fun machine. So I'm excited for you guys to check this out. We have 0x Bob with the walkthrough. If you get stuck, he's part of the QA team. So he helped me QA this machine and already did a walkthrough for it. So if you get stuck, it will be there. As always, you'll be not only allowed, but encouraged to stream and make write-ups as soon as the machine releases. No embargoes on those kinds of things. So that will be releasing tomorrow over on Hack Smarter. If you want to do that machine when it comes out, go to hacksmarter.org and you can see all the information there. But okay, looking over at chat, you only hear me in your right ear? Really? Is that just you? Tell me if Sidfu is just broken, guys. I'm looking at OBS right now and it should be piping it out to both ears. Okay. Audio is good for everybody else. It's just you, Sidfu, that's broken. Muhammad said, I'm completing a security assessment report. Almost done. Amazing. Congratulations. Good work. More AD machines coming? Yes, we have a lot of machines coming. We actually have machines. We have machines booked out all the way into December, a mix of Linux, standalone Windows, and Active Directory. Ferry said, great session. This group study thing is actually really cool. Tried it for the first time here. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. I will be here like every single weekday. So if you need someone to work alongside of to stay motivated, well, you know where to find me. The Blue says, I work from home, so it's nice doing this work along. Let's go. My cat approves. My cat's by my feet meowing at me. Nicholas said, I've seen a group called Pre-Windows 2000 Compatible Access. Is this a way to get to the DC? What is the point of such a group? Potentially, if there are computer accounts that were in those machines, sometimes the password is the same as the account name. I don't know if it'll be a way to get into the DC, but worth digging into. Oh, gotcha, Sidfu. It was just you. I got you. Sound is great. I can listen to both. Awesome. Well, guys, thank you for taking the time to hang out. We have like a minute, 20 seconds. I'm probably going to take another 5 minutes or so before I start the next timer. So if you want to stand up, walk around, I'm going to stand up and be back in like, 3 to 5 minutes. I'll turn on some music for you guys. I'm just going to run upstairs, see how things are going. I might actually turn on some lights too in my basement. It is getting a little bit dark, working in the dark all the time. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Then I'll answer a few more questions, and we'll dive into another work session. I'll turn this music back on for you guys. I really enjoy this little playlist that we have going. So be right back. All right. I am back. So I like it dark because then you guys can't see how ghetto my basement is, but I'm pretty open. I'm pretty open about how, I just hang out in my basement and work from here, especially since my office I rented as is infested with wasps. I'm going to turn on this lamp quick. You guys can see more of my basement. That's a lot better. Let me check this lamp. Does that make it? That'll be fine. Then you guys can see all the random boxes and junk around here. All right, let me look at chat. Hey, Tyler, I was happy to see that Arasaka got added to Lane's Kusanagi list. I love it. Yes, it's so cool that he added the Hack Smarter Labs to his list. And you did an amazing job with that machine, dude. Once again, congrats on the release, but also just amazing job. A lot of people really enjoyed that machine. I work from home tomorrow as well. Going to be here all night for sure. Sweet. Yeah, so like the playlist is literally just this random YouTube. I'll drop it in chat. Yeah, go with Fairy. Smash that like button, guys. There's like almost 80 people watching right now, but it's spread across the 3 platforms: YouTube, Twitch, and LinkedIn. So whatever platform you're watching on, all 80 of you, make sure you smash that like button or subscribe button or whatever it is on your platform. But guys, let's finish the day strong. It is 3:30 here. We'll do at least one more 45-minute work session, maybe 2 of them. We will see. Tyler, if I wanted to go through the room in the future, do the credits reset per month for Hack Smarter Labs? No. So the credits are per room. I think if you are a subscriber, you get like 20 hours of lab time in each room, which should be more than enough to go through the lab like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times. If you want to buy more lab time, I mean, just talk to me. Just shoot me a message. If there's like a specific lab you want to showcase and you need more lab time and you're a subscriber, just shoot me an email. I'll drop my email in chat and I'll just give you more lab time for that room. But the credits, lab time, that's how I keep it somewhat affordable. But I mean, someone asked me yesterday what the platform costs. It's not cheap. So guys, for the Hack Smarter Labs platform, I pay anywhere from $700 to $900 a month to host all of that infrastructure. So it's it's not cheap, but that's how I keep it somewhat affordable for you guys. All right, let's dive into some more goals. I'm looking at my notes. What do I have to do? All right, I got that done. Okay, I got to work on some more Hack Smarter Lab stuff. I have to convert an OVA to an AMI to host in AWS for the machine for next week, and then follow up with the QA team, all of that fun stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on my tasks for the day. Encourage you guys to do likewise. I'm going to hit play on the music, and I'll start the countdown. All right. Turn the audio up. Guys, we have made it another 45 minutes. Oh, it says we get a 15-minute break. We don't get a 15-minute break. We're going to refresh this real quick. All right, I'm going to dive right into the next section because I'm in the middle of working on stuff. So if you guys want to take a short break, you're welcome to. My kids are also home now, so they're all above me. If you hear them, I apologize. They're here from school, and their TV is really freaking loud. But I'll turn the music back on, guys. We got another 45-minute session before end of day, or roughly a 45-minute session. So I'm going to hit play. I'm going to keep working. You guys can call it a day if you want, but I'm gonna power through. We're at 2 hours and 6 minutes in this stream. We're going to make it almost 3 hours. I'll talk a little bit in chat, but like I said, I want to continue working. Let's do this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. I am going to have to wrap up a little bit before our Pomodoro countdown hits 0. It is about end of day for me. I got to head upstairs, start making supper for my family. But hey, guys, thank you so much. All of you who took the time to hang out with me, whether you were here the entire day, which if you were, like, crazy, congratulations, or if you just joined later on, just joined for the afternoon, thank you for taking the time to hang out with me. If you don't know who I am, my name is Tyler. I'm the founder of 2 companies. Information is in the description. We're building these things from the ground up, literally from the basement up, if you can't tell based on my background. I will likely be live streaming again tonight, but not a work with me live stream. That will be us hacking together. I'll be teaching and those kinds of things in the live stream this evening. I think I'll be live streaming. Tomorrow morning, though, we'll be back to kicking things off just like this, starting around 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. We'll hang out. We'll knock out another work day. But, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to hang out. I will be back likely tonight. If not tonight, I will be back tomorrow morning doing another work day, hanging out with all of you guys. So I will see you